Seth wants me to say that we've done a steak episode before. I don't know why it matters, because this is a completely different steak episode and it doesn't have me in the last episode. But he wants to let you guys know that we've done this steak episode before, so I don't know. He's afraid of the comment section. Can't see, you know, I don't know. But we've done it. Okay, let's get to the steak. Steak, guys. Food Finders. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Seth Louis Food Finder. Today is gonna be an amazing day. Why? Because we are going to find steaks. Steaks, that's all I have to say, steaks.
What do you look for in a good steak though?
I don't know, it's steak. The size of the steak, how it's charred on the outside, if it's accurately cooked, medium rare, medium, or to what the desired person wants. If you are eating well done, I don't know what's wrong with you, stop eating good steak, okay?
It's illegal. It's a federal offense.
We're gonna find the cheapest to the most expensive and kind of find where's the value. We're going from hawkers to restaurants. We're gonna have some interesting, unique cuts of all sorts of quality. Of course, we'll have some Wagyu in there, because what is a steak episode without Wagyu? But I'm just excited because I love steaks. Let's keep this introduction short and get right to it. All right, we're here at the first location, Swag and Sizzle. I've been told that the chefs here just opened this place up about a year ago, and they're chefs from the L'Entrecôte steak, focused on affordable. And this is the most affordable location of the three that we have. Today we're gonna be trying the hanger steak. Let's get it, let's go. This is the hanger steak, AKA the butcher's cut. Why? Because butchers normally take this for themselves. It's not something that you find every day. First impressions, amazing. It already looks very high valued for the cost point of this. Pretty decent sized piece of steak, chimichurri sauce, salad, fries. One thing I would say though, it is leaking a little bit of the juices, which means maybe they could have rested it a little bit longer, but speed is of the essence here, so I feel like, you know what, whatever.
Speed. I am speed.
This entire dish right here, $21.90. I actually don't think they're making a lot of money off this, because if they follow regular F&B standards, basically whatever the cost is about 3x the cost of the ingredients, which means this should cost about $6 worth of ingredients. I don't think this is $6 worth of ingredients. The steak alone is at least $10. Fries, salad, all of this. He's probably going on like, I don't know, 10% margin. So good for us as customers. Very kind of the owners to be pricing it at such a price. It looks restaurant quality in a hawker price point. Let's eat. Okay, I want to go for the center cut. We got a beautiful medium rare. It's cooked real nice. I don't know a huge amount about hanger steaks, but I reckon it's very similar to flank steaks, where they must know how to cut it across the grain, and they've definitely done that for us. Oh, that's music in my mouth.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la.
It is really good, exceptionally good for $21. From what I know about the hanger steak, it's very close to the tenderloin area. It's still got some bite to it, so it's not as tender as, like, you know, the tenderloin cap or anything like that, but it's very tender. Beefy, flavorful. The chimichurri is just the right amount of sweetness. It's great. I don't really have a lot to say. It's exactly what I would expect from a solid steak. And this is supposedly a cheap cut. That's the beauty of steak. You can make cheap cuts amazing. It's shockingly tender. Fries are great too. This fry's got the perfect amount of crust on the outside and the softness on the inside. They might be like double fried or something, because it has a very nice outer crisp to the fry and an extremely soft inner side. You know what I'm actually thinking now? I'm just like, wait a sec. The chef is from L'Entrecôte, and they specialize in steak and fries. You are ultimately getting that quality for hawker prices. It is an amazingly great value. Honestly, truly impressed. At $22, you are getting a lot here. If this is what we have installed for today, I'm excited. Best episode ever. All right, next.
Seth wants to try it.
Seth wants to try. You look like you're having an orgasm.
It's f***ing good. All right, we're here at the second location, Fat Belly at Bukit Timah area. I wanted to make a joke. I totally missed it. Take two. This is the mid-range option of the 3 locations that we have. This place focuses and specializes in unique cuts not commonly found. Today we are trying their Wagyu picanha cut, which from what I know is Brazilians' most favorite cut. And a picanha is actually the cut. Take two. The picanha is actually the code word for the rump cap of the steak. So the rump is a big piece of slightly cheaper cut of meat, and actually they have this cap where it's like really lean meat and it's just a really thick cut of fat on top of the meat, and that's the picanha. It's a lesser known cut, but very full of flavor, very beefy, lots of fat. Meow, meow. They have a little mascot. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. The ultimate pleasure. You're a nice guy. 2 steaks. Oh my God, I've never felt so special in my life.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Over here on the left, we have the picanha, the ones that the Brazilians absolutely love. And over here, we have the anglais, which is also the hanger steak, aka the butcher's block as well. The price point of these two, on the first look, both steaks look amazing, cooked exactly as it should be, medium rare, and I think very well rested because we're not seeing a lot of the bleeding happening. The picanha, you can see the fat cap, that is like clear sign of picanha. Don't get it mixed up with a strip loin, it's not the same. I'm just gonna have it as is with a little bit of salt. Super moist, super juicy. That burst of fat is just amazing. You can taste the charcoal, which to me is a little bit of that wok-hei flavor, which is also very different if you ever had a wood fire. There's a subtle taste of bitterness, right? And it's amazing. It's good. It's really good. I don't have a lot to say about this except that if you've never had picanha, it's definitely worth a try. I have a Brazilian friend who just like verbal vomited on me how amazing this cut of steak is, and the way Brazilians like to cook it is on an open fire, seared on the outside, and then sliced very thinly directly on people's plate, and then back on the grill and back and forth and so forth. Brazilians like it on the skewer style. It's a great example of how cheaper cuts can taste absolutely amazing, and my favorite is still ribeye, but I would take this cut or this cut if the price is too expensive any day. These cuts are more beefy, so if you like that beefy flavor, these cuts are actually better in my opinion. Let's try some of these sauces. Mustard Royale, and we got the green peppercorn with pink peppercorns.
Some green peppercorns below. I think.
If you're out there and you like the traditional like Asian black pepper steak type stuff, I think go for the peppercorn. It's a bit more floral, it's a bit fruitier, it's a bit sweeter, not just pure spice. So we got the Mustard Royale, which I would say is more of like the traditional French style, which is like a Dijon grainy seed mustard, so more tangy. The Mustard Royale is more of the style where you really like the flavor of mustard because it can overpower the flavor of the beef. But honestly, the steak is good as is. So this one, we have the added benefit of it being the same cut of beef, but Wagyu. So you can already see inside, you got that marbling right into the meat. Cooked well as well, like medium rare all the way through, nice crust on the outside. That is really soft. The texture on that one is really buttery, as in it just tears. It's so easy to eat, actually. That is f***ing amazing. Best episode yet?
Why didn't you ask someone else?
They're overseas.
Yeah, good.
So
You're just lucky. that
I know, I was
one
so
was
lucky.
overseas.
Normally it's like 2 or 3 episodes and then we rotate, right? But like, thank God, like, co-host. Out of here when steak episode. This steak, the texture is extremely soft. It's not as fatty, but the meat just breaks apart. It just melts. I do find the picanha more flavorful and more firm. Not firm in a bad way. Still nice and soft, nice and tender, but more flavor packed in the picanha. This one has still more beefy flavor, but it's just smoother, right? I don't know how to explain it. It tears easy. Every bite is a little bit of an experience. That's what life is all about, man. Just, except if you're Buddhist, then life is not about this. Okay, let's go on to the, is there anything else I gotta? We're here at the last spot today, Wagyu Aburia, and the most expensive of the 3 locations today. This place specializes in A5 Japanese Wagyu. They got a wide range of different cuts. We're gonna try that next level premium luxury steak. Let's get started. All right, guys, we actually happened to run into the owner of this place, Kita-san here. So I thought it would be a nice opportunity to go over some of his menu and what makes this place really interesting. What makes Japanese Wagyu different or even better than your average Wagyu from Australia or US?
There are quite numbers of Wagyu beef in overseas actually. I think everybody knows that 100% breed of Wagyu beef is from Japan. And why Wagyu beef is so famous? Number one is the flavor. Number two, very soft, tender.
Yeah.
And it contains the beautiful marbling.
The marbling.
People say spider nets actually.
Yes.
In fact, that the Wagyu, even for the lean meat, if you use it microscope,
Yeah.
the towels goes all over the cells actually.
Yes. The marbling is across the entire beef. Even the typical lean cuts has the fat marbled throughout the beef.
And this Wagyu taro is different from other beef taro. This contains a lot of what we call oleic acid, which is good for the health. See me? I'm so skinny, right? Actually.
Yeah, me too. There is a lot of Wagyu around Singapore. Your price point for the Wagyu, for the A5 quality and for the amount, in this episode you're on the higher tier costs. Overall, your price is actually quite affordable for the A5 quality.
Thank you.
How are you able to do that?
I run yakiniku restaurant. I import whole cattle, not like a primary cut. I purchase from the neck to the shank actually. Normally for one cattle it's like a 400 to 450 kg. And out of 450 kg, only 50 kg is a primary cut.
Yes.
Another 400 kg, my restaurant, yakiniku restaurant, they can do up for this secondary cut,
Yeah.
slice it, serve to the customer because after all, it's a A5 grade.
Then you're able to lower the overall price of the cattle, of the meat, and then that savings is actually brought into the restaurant. Okay, and I think last question, that I heard that you have a special or more unique way of serving the meat.
I feel that I want customer to enjoy grill.
Yeah.
Therefore, I serve the lava stone, very hot stone, for the customer to enjoy grill and decide doneness by themselves.
Okay, Kita-san, it sounds amazing. I'm excited to try what you have to offer. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. Let's do this. This piece over here is the Chateaubriand. This is the 450 gram ribeye. So there's a full pound of A5 ribeye. But the Chateaubriand, this is the creme of the crop cut of meat. We all know that tenderloin is one of the softest part of the whole cow, but the Chateaubriand is actually the centermost cut of the entire tenderloin. As in, you only got about 4 kilos of tenderloin across the cow, and then the Chateaubriand is probably less than a kilo of that entire piece. So this is the most expensive cut of the entire beef. This cut itself is valued at $130. If you bought this outside, this would easily run you about 200 bucks plus. For the premiumness of it, I think they're still pretty good value, even though they are the most expensive of today's selection. The way that they do it here is they do a hard sear on the outside and they keep the inside fairly raw so that you can have the experience of grilling it in the front. So there's this whole experience with it. We're gonna start off with the ribeye because we can use some of the fat of the ribeye, oh my days, look at that, to glaze the lava stone here. Another piece. You can see the fat already melting off it. Oh, you see you got that nice crust already. I'm just gonna take this off because I don't want to overcook it. I still want it fairly medium rare on the inside. I'm gonna put that right on the oil there. Let that do its thing. No sticking.
Do you want wine?
I'll have a sake. Kita's giving me the Wagyu treatment. He's liquoring me up and feeding me real well. You don't need to cook this very long because it's thin. There's lots of fat. It will cook very quickly. But it is Wagyu, so me personally, I actually prefer a more medium Wagyu just because it's just so luxurious, you know? First one, let's just have it as is.
Or your glasses?
Oh, It just explodes in your mouth. The juice just, the fat is just so explosive. Usually you get the nice chunks of fat, you get good marbling, but this is like explosive fat in the meat. There's just a little bit of salt in there. You don't need a lot. The juice of the fat itself is the sauce, almost. It's a ribeye cut, so in comparison to what we were having earlier, it's not as beefy, it's very clean, but you're gonna get this explosion of moisture and fat. And it's just like the first bite is just like a wow experience. It's already very tender, but let's go into the Chateaubriand. It's basically butter. Very clean tasting. These prime cuts are a cleaner beef. They're just like that cut above. These are very, very lightly salted. So I almost feel these sauces are necessary to have that overall experience. Let's go with the yuzu, the vinaigrette style. The vinaigrette one cuts through the fat because otherwise, I dare say, sometimes it's almost too luxurious if you have too much of it. Too much of a good thing. So if you're gonna come, share the large piece over here. If you look at the whole ribeye piece, there is the eye part and then there's this cap part of the ribeye. And this is actually a completely different texture to the ribeye. You're actually getting two parts of the rib. So I'm gonna cook this part. And I'm not gonna cook it too long. I feel like I cooked it a little bit too long just now. I admit this is quite enjoyable. It's just like eating and talking. If you're out here by the quay, having a nice glass of sake. Best episode ever. Holy. I do feel like if you keep it at the medium rare, the fat is really luxurious. It's like eating butter. If you cook it to medium, the fat actually melts a lot more. So when you eat it, you don't get the thick buttery parts. It's literally just oil. And I actually quite like that. And a final mention, remember how Kita was saying he was able to utilize the whole cow? On some of those parts of the cow, he's actually made this amazing, crazy promo. A 1.5 kilo burger of 10 patties, Wagyu patties for $100 with fries. If you can eat this in 30 minutes, it's free. Even if you paid $100 for 10 Wagyu patties, that's $10 a Wagyu patty. If you have the courage, you can come and try this out. Zermatt, come on, come on. This is probably like another day in your life. Child's play for you.
I think it's I think it's
the owner is really friendly. I appreciate him actually going over the intentions behind everything and the quality that he's trying to produce here at the cost. This definitely has a lot of value here already. The meat itself is amazing, and that's why I love Steak y'all. It's simple, it's refined, it's also technical, but dude, steak is amazing. We're gonna summarize today's experience. It's definitely one of my favorite episodes to cover so far. Thank you, co-host, for leaving the country. We're here at the end of the best episode I've hosted so far. Amazing experience so far across 3 different price groups of steak. In summary, even though we're talking about the cheapest to the most expensive, all the steaks were not cheap in quality today. They were all amazing quality. The only difference was really location and style and all that type of stuff. If you're talking about everyday eating, you just have that craving for steak, the first location was amazing. You're looking for that slightly finer restaurant quality at a more appropriate, affordable price. The second location was also just on the money. And then over here at the last one where we're talking about Japanese A5 Wagyu at the quayside, also just top tier. My 2 choices, and I really have a hard time picking because I'm just a man of value here, right? The first place, Swag and Sizzle. I just don't think you can beat that price point. Literally, they're giving away that steak. Wagyu Aburia is just, for what you're getting and for what he has done in terms of partnering with the farmer, buying the whole cow, and then passing on those savings to us. It's also just an amazing, amazing effort on all these excellent businessmen. I thank you guys for hanging out with me today. It's been an amazing experience. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Seth Louis Food Finders. Follow Seth Louis on his channel. Follow me on Instagram. Rachel organized more of these type of episodes. It was awesome. Hi, can I try your hanger steak?
How would you like your steak done?
What do you recommend? I usually have things medium rare, but I've never had a hanger steak before.
Normally we go for medium rare.
Medium rare? Medium rare it is.
Fries?
Fries, yeah. Yeah. What does it come with? Fries? Ooh. Ooh. What's special? What's more special?
Only more people go for fries.
More people go for fries, but what do you like?
I also like to eat fries.
Okay, fries it is.
Is that all? You want to try other?
No, we're here just for the steak, right? Yeah, just for the steak. Is there anything else? No? What's happening? That's all.
Just one steak.
Yes.
Nothing else.
No. We're good? Do you need me to get the thing or come back or? Okay. Somewhere around there. I don't think you can miss these cameras. Okay, bye. It's a bit of an awkward ending there, but